Hello, welcome to our channel Financial Lighthouse. It's good to have you back. So, for this episode today, I decide that we will reflect on the topic why you need a financial advisor. So, why is this important? I'll put some few questions to you to challenge your mind. How many times have you been through a financial challenge, or you made a bad decision, or not so bad but not too good financial decision, and you thought you needed a second opinion or an expert opinion? So I'll just give a couple of examples. Think of a moment, maybe you decided to, as a young person, you want to buy some stocks, buy some shares, because you want to manage your finances. Pretty much you're not doing wrong. The goal of every human being is to grow their wealth. And as an advisor, I can assure you that is the goal everyone shares. But what we lack, most of us out there, is we don't consider that this is a full profession that needs expert knowledge. There is a whole wealth of financial information out there. There are people who make bad decisions, whether you're buying stocks when you're not supposed to buy, investing in crypto. It doesn't make stocks bad or crypto bad. Or some people investing in a retirement savings plan where they'll be taxable when they are maybe students in school. These are stories that I get as an advisor when I go to the field, and many more. I'm sure now you can add to the list. There's tons of reasons why you would need that expert advice, and these are some of the reasons why you need a financial advisor. Let me put this question to you. Have you ever asked yourself, why is it that regardless of the financial times, the turbulence in the economy, banks will keep publishing every quarter exorbitant profits, while the interest that they credit to their customers keeps going down and down? Have you ever asked yourself that question? I encourage you to reflect on that. So the message you take home today is the advisor at the bank is not your advisor. They'll tell you have an advisor in the bank. It's not your advisor. It's an employee at the bank. Probably some of them even need a financial advisor by themselves. You need an advisor if you want to grow wealth. And the second message is you don't grow wealth in the bank. Bank is not an investment company. They do a lot of services, including investment, insurance, and so on. They're not an insurance company either. They're not an investment company. So where do they invest their money? Where do they get the interest to give to you? Just some of the questions I'm throwing to you to juggle your mind, and that way you will arrive at the answers yourself instead of me telling you. So stay tuned and follow along. So we have a lot of reasons why we would like to grow our wealth, because someday you will get old and tired and you retire, and you need to save in the next leg so that in those golden days you can retire comfortably. You want to have a family and kids, and you want to see them do well in life, so send them to school and many other things. Those are just some of the goals. And when you work so hard and you save your money, at the same time you want to plan your estate so that in the worst case scenario, if you are not there anymore, who takes care of your estate? Did you plan your estate properly? You want to make sure that things like that are taken care of. Now I guess you start to put the picture together. There's a lot of questions around all these things. Estate planning to send your kids to school, planning for your retirement, and many, many more. These things need expert professional advice. So here are a summary of some few key things or key points that I consider important why you need an advisor. In the very first, your financial roadmap is a strategy that is designed by a financial advisor. When I talk about roadmap, In your youthful ages, you go to school. When you come out of school, your plan is to get a job and buy a house, settle down, get married, raise kids, and you retire. And that is pretty much a roadmap. This roadmap is filled with a lot of financial goals, financial objectives. Your advisor is the designer, you call it the financial architect, who would put all of this into a strategy with a specific target and a clear timeline. So the financial advisor is your subject matter expert, your go-to person, the person who makes the design, to put all those objectives into a design. They customize a plan that suits you, a plan that takes into consideration your financial pocket. It takes into consideration your work-life balance, the size of your family. If you get a promotion or you lose a job, things change around. He always customize that plan to you, instead of just getting some product out there when that product does not consider whether you're able to sustain that financial product. So your financial advisor has your interests at heart. When you make money, they make money. So they breathe because you breathe. So it's their interest to make sure that you grow your wealth. And lastly, they are always available. They are readily available whenever you need. They have your first opinion. They have their second opinion to you. Their third opinion. They pretty much surround your life with that advice. So the same way that you go to your family doctor, why would you go to the doctor when you know that you can just go to a Shoppers Drug Mart or any drug mart around the corner and you can purchase whether it's Advil or Tylenol or whatever drug over the counter? You know where to find them, but still you choose to go to the family doctor. Why is that? Is it any different for you to get an advisor, to consult with a financial advisor? Your finance sometimes is not healthy, sometimes it's healthy, but that health needs to be checked. So when you do your regular health checks, you need to do your regular financial checks as well. Just as I mentioned before, the advisor, the similar way that your family doctor would look at your family history, your health history, and look at what your health challenges are, and then make a prescription based on your own personal situation, considering the fact that you may have some allergies to certain drugs. Then he will recommend, pick one drug out of thousands for you. That's what it means to customize and to bring that expert knowledge. That's exactly what the financial advisor does to you. There is a pool of products out there, investment, savings, and so on, insurance, and you name it. But understanding your financial circumstances, the kind of job you are earning, your income, whether you're jobless or you just got a raise or you got a promotion, either way, your financial circumstances are constantly changing. And this is the person that will always be there. And because he designed a plan together with you, he can make those adjustments to the plan, just like the family doctor is working hand in hand with you. So they understand the compliance that are involved. You don't want to buy a product that at the end of the day, you may end up in trouble because you didn't understand the regulatory requirements. They bring confidentiality. I meet people who they don't have that, they don't have people around that they can confide into. A financial advisor is professionally trained that they can handle your information. They handle your information and keep it judiciously because the regulation demands it. The regulation demands it that way. So you can confide in them and you rest assured that your information is in safe hands. So your advisor takes into consideration what are some of those tax advantages and which products carry such tax advantages. They also keep you consistent. Saving or investing is one thing, but being consistent is another. Sometimes when we get few notes in our pockets, we just want to spend it. But that consistent investment is key when it comes to growing wealth. And your advisor is just that person that would put you on your toes. Your advisor, because of his expertise and because of the systematic design of a plan that is put in place for you, it takes away the guesswork. You don't want to go through your life working so hard and all your life savings you put in some stocks, and then tomorrow you hear the stocks have gone down or the company has just disappeared. And then what happens to your money? Or just put into some crypto. You need to really take that guesswork away from there. It has to be systematic. When you want to retire at the age of 65, you don't want to be at 55, 60, and then you just hear that this company with my stocks has just disappeared. You don't want to be in that situation. So talking about design, the advisor, knowing your financial objectives and the timelines when your kids will need to go to school, when you will need to retire, you will make sure that you'll be following up and he is on track to hit those timelines and to hit those targets, like buying a home when you need to send your child to school, when you need to retire, to make sure that you plan your estate properly in case of the unknown, something happens. If you want to travel, the factor, all of those things, you have a large family, you want to support your aging parents, all this fall into the strategy that he designed for you. So I call this a win-win scenario, win-win solution. You and your advisor, having the advisor gives you the peace of mind because the expert is there. While you go to work every day, imagine guys, when you think that you know it all and you want to handle stuff by yourself, when you go to work 9 to 5 every day and you come home, the family is there, how much time do you invest in knowing about how many products are there in the financial industry? What are the regulations around those products? Which one you need to do? Which product is good for retirement plan? Which one is good for kids' education? Which one do I need to use to buy a house? What are the advantages involved? The questions just keep coming. As you go to work 9 to 5, do you realize that an advisor's job is also going to work 9 to 5, taking care of those things and answering those questions for you? This is what we mean by taking away the guesswork. He has your financial interest at mind, so he considers inflation, the taxes that are involved, and many other things. He puts them into place whenever he is putting a solution for you. And he just does his due diligence. Just like you go to work and you put in the hours, you want to grow personally, you can focus on your career and you grow. He too is there making sure that if there are some ups, how can it be better? If there are some downs, what can we do to make it come back up? So he's putting those hours, doing his job, just to make sure that your objective of growing wealth is achieved. So like I said before, the advisor in the bank is not your advisor. I ask a very key question. Have you ever asked yourself why banks keep publishing quarterly profits in exorbitant, unbelievable amount, while the customers in the bank keep realizing lower and lower interest? Another question I explained in one of my other videos talking about inflation. Today we can see inflation is so high because of the economic times, but even there the banks are still publishing those profits. Do you know about inflation today? Do you know that inflation has always been there? And I call this a camouflage because it has always kept your money on the check and your money does not grow. That's why I say the bank is not the environment to grow wealth. If you are lucky, you get some of those considerable GICs with some reasonable, according to them, interest rate. What is the inflation? Have you ever asked? And even with that inflation, with that rate they give to you, even if you manage to pay with the inflation, what about the taxes on it? If you pay taxes on it, you are already way below the inflation, and that is what just keeps your money unable to grow. So your advisor is always available. It's your second opinion. I would even say first opinion, and every opinion, making sure that your goal of growing wealth is on track. So he follows you in the kind of timeline from the time you're in school. He sees the time that you have ahead of you. As a student, young, you have enough time to play. You can buy some stocks if you want to do that. You have that leisure or that luxury. Then the time comes, you come out of school, you want to buy a house, your financial circumstances change. He will make adjustment to your plan. Then very soon, maybe you want to settle down, get married. The kids come around. Again, you need to make adjustment. And then when the kids are in school, you make sure that you have enough money before they go to college. And then now you start to focus on your own retirement. Is this the time? Do you have the luxury that, like a child, like when you were in your 20s, do you have that luxury at 50, 55, 60 to be buying stocks, to be investing in crypto? No, the plan has to change. Now you don't have that luxury. So the kind of investment need to adjust now. It's all about strategy, not the product. In the summary, I would say, when choosing an advisor, by the way, if you have an advisor around you, good for you. If you don't have, you can reach us. If you look in my channel there, in the section in the about section, you would get a contact where you can reach me. In Financial Lighthouse, we have a team of advisors who are always readily available to help. And at the very minimum, we're doing our job to put this content that you're watching now, just to draw your attention and put some of these questions that when you ask yourself, you will find those answers. So when looking for an advisor, here are some of the things you want to look at. Somebody that is professional, they also have that confidentiality. You don't want to open your financial information to somebody who you cannot confide in, And this is a very important factor here, because I meet people, they don't want to expose their finances even to their family members. But the challenge soon comes if something happens, they pass away. They have assets all over the place and no one even knows where to track them. This is where CRA will own all those assets, because there's no beneficiary. With an advisor in place, these things will be taken care of. Not only because he is not going to share your information to those people that you don't want him to share. Professionally, he's going to keep your information confidential, but however, in case you pass away, he will make sure those assets go to your family, to those people that are dear to you, and in due time. You want to look for somebody who has credibility, because credibility is very important. So somebody that is readily available to you. All that said, peace of mind is very important, and you want to remove that guesswork. You don't want to be doing the guesswork by yourself. You want to grow wealth, it has to be systematic, and you need somebody besides you. Either you become an advisor or you need to get an advisor. Either way, if you need our help through some of those products, we are available to help you. If you equally want to become an advisor, we also have a solution for you. So reach us, read in the description of this video, you would find more information how you can reach us. At this point, I want to say thank you for watching, for following up to this point. and I continue to ask for your support. Please like, share, and subscribe to our site, as many more nuggets will be coming. We are here to make sure that we draw your attention to some of those sensitive things that appear to be hidden, because your finance is key. Even your health, everything in your life revolves around your finances. So thank you for watching. Again, please subscribe, like, share, and share widely if you like what you see and what you heard. Thank you, and we hope to see you again very soon.